Hi, I'm Katrina Burbank. I am an independent consultant with Lilla Rose, and today I wanted to do a quick tutorial to show you how you can get salon quality layers at home. I have been cutting my hair myself for a little while now, but I usually was just, trimming it straight across the bottom and getting a straight line. And a tutorial came across the internet not too long ago on how to get these layers yourself, and I was really skeptical at first because there's a reason you pay that much money to go to the salon. You want your hair to look really nice, and I have given myself my fair share of bad haircuts and so I was really hesitant to try it myself. But when I saw the results that other people were getting, mostly from a friend of mine and her daughter who both used it, who have very different hair types. My friend has very curly hair, and her daughter has very straight hair. And it looked fantastic on both of them. So I figured I'd go ahead and give it a shot, and that is how I've been cutting my hair ever since. And I've had a lot of people at parties and through some of the virtual parties that I've done want to know how to do it, and I've explained it and I've been able to pass on that other video to them. But I figured I would go ahead and just show you myself, and that way if any of you want to give it a shot at home, you can. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So first thing you're going to do is take out your flexi, because you guys are all wearing flexis, right? I am wearing Grace. This was the flexi of the month for May. I just love it. It has a set of matching U-pins that came with it that I have too. Okay, so I don't usually brush my hair. It gets kind of floofy and weird if I brush it, but for this instance I want to. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to gather up your hair, and your goal is to get a ponytail right here, like right in the center of your forehead. So I'm going to actually flip myself over real quick. Okay, so I want to, got some little kind of bumpy spots. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you definitely want to get it combed through the best that you can. Now if you have really curly hair, you obviously aren't going to want to brush it like this. So just use your fingers and get it as smooth as you can. Okay, so now I'm going to say something that might shock you guys. I want you to grab yourself a hair tie. It's the only time these things come in handy. So I've got a hair tie here. I'm going to get it as tight. Oh, I got a couple little bumpies there. There we go. So get it in there as tight as you can. Oh, I hate these things. Okay, I need one more. Okay. Unfortunately, this does not work with a flexi clip. I've tried. Okay, so that's pretty even. It's a little loose right there, but that part's really not going to matter. Try to tighten these through here. Okay. So, now that you're here, what you're going to do is you're going to pull this guy up. And make sure you've got the tail nice and straight. No tangles or anything in it. Grab yourself a pair of hair scissors. And while you've got it straight up, hang on a second here. This. Hang on. I'm using the shelves in my medicine cabinet for this. Okay. Let's get this a little higher so you guys can see the ends. Okay. And don't mind the missing trim in my bathroom. We're in the middle of a remodel. I'm trying to figure out what we want for trim. So, you're going to pull it straight up. figure out how much you want to cut off. I'm going to cut off, what is that, 2 inches or so? Because my ends are really fried and I haven't cut it in quite some time. Usually when I do it for maintenance, I only cut off about 1 inch. So you're going to go ahead and you're just going to cut. Okay, so I got it pretty crooked. Doesn't matter. Keep it where it is. I gotta even up that side. So as you can see, this is not that technical. Okay, so now you're left with this really kind of jaggedy, rough looking chunk of hair, which you obviously don't want it to look like that. See, you can see that it's got all kinds of chop marks and stuff in it. So, go through. See how I've got this one side is a little higher? I'm going to cut that down. Oops, sorry. Okay, so now it's nice and straight, other than, you know, a few little random dips and stuff in it. So I'm going to put this, I'll try to do that here. There, because I need to look in the big mirror in order to do this. So I'm going to shake it out, make sure everything is still nice and straight. Right, so now I've got it here. So what you want to do is you want to cut this, and you ultimately want it to end up looking like the end of your makeup brush. Not dirty with foundation, but or bronzer, but nice and soft and floofy and round. So you just sort of start shaping it. All I'm doing is making little teeny tiny cuts into that end to sort of fluff it up a little bit. And even when I shake it around and you bring it back, it's still kind of soft looking and kind of rounded. So that's what you want. Go ahead. And then I kind of shake it out just to get all the hair. My hair's so big now. Okay. I'm going to brush through it real quick. Okay. So this part here looks kind of funky from the braid that I had in last night. These guys are blending pretty well. You can see you can see a mark right here and a mark right here from where I had the braid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wet my hair down and dry it, and then I'll be right back. This is what the finished product looked like. I went ahead and got my hair wet and then kind of blow dried it a little bit. Still a little wet through here. So yeah, nice layers around the front, so I get some that frame my face a little bit. And then the back, you end up with nice sort of floofy layers and a U-shaped sort of cut at the bottom. So that's it. That is how I get salon looking layers at home. Thanks for watching. Bye.